Okay, so I thought maybe today I'd show you guys my World of Warcraft characters. Got a billion of those too. We'll start off with Caber. He's my oldest character, my main character. Um, Had him for a while. He's a warrior. Play him a lot. This is Fire Stout. He is a paladin, Dark Iron Dwarf. Alwina, she's a paladin. I tend to use her mainly when I'm grouping with my family. And she usually heals, but they don't play much anymore, so I was like, I'm gonna play her by myself and go back to what I like the most, which is Retribution. So then there's my Death Knight, Knightly. She's my engineer. I just like the way Night Elves hold two-handed weapons. I don't know why. Their animation's really cool, the way they just kind of hold it over their head. So then there's Vythan. I was inspired to make a male human mage after I saw the Warcraft movie, because Khadgar was really cool. And of course there's a Thal in this really ridiculous armor because I'm gearing him and forgot to change him. So I don't know what he's doing, but as usual his beard is clipping through, and he's, like I said, he's the newest character that I've been playing, and he's definitely the character that's based off of me in realistic terms, but once Warcraft has their changes I'll be able to make him look a little bit more real, as he ain't as gray as me right now. And there's Silver Pisces with this ridiculous looking helmet because I forgot to change it. She usually has a cowl over her head. She and Caber again are my oldest characters. I play her a lot. I haven't been leveling her because I've been lazy. My druid Jovi. She's going with a green nature look because she's a druid. Then there's Shokusugi, the 80s ninja slash monk who needs to get some cool transmog because he looks dumb. But I like Pandaran monks. I don't know why. Then there's my shaman Raro. He's pretty cool. Then here's Verclaw, who my only person that ever watches his videos is my friend Brad, and I actually based his character off of his rogue, so sorry, Brad. He doesn't play anymore, but when he did, he had a Morgan rogue. Anyway, this is Athel. He is my priest. Then we've got my demon hunter Dason. Very cool looking. Then this Kendara the warlock. I like red, if you haven't figured that out yet. Then there's good old Cletus. He's a gnome, and he's cool looking. I don't care what anybody says, I like gnomes. My stepson does not like gnomes, so I had to throw that in. Hailey, she's my other warrior. Jakati, he is a Lightforged Draenei. I'm actually working on him, he's the one I've been playing. Then we've got Thiva, the Void Elf Mage. I like the animation on that staff. Then there's Firebrew, my monk. That name goes credit to my stepson, Anthony, because he came up with the name. So, he came up with this one too, Waterweight, Gold Heron. I feel like I've been water waiting from this quarantine bit. And then there's the new Mechanomes, Purrit. I don't even know how you say it. She's a randomized name. Then there's Big Stuff. She's another priest. And there's another Jovi. This one's spelled like Bon Jovi, with her cool lumberjack shirt. I actually have another version of her. And if you really want to see something crazy, check this out. These would be all the versions of the characters that I've deleted. And there is another Jovi here, but I can't restore her because I have two Jovies under the same name. Pretty crazy, huh? I'm sure I'm not the only one out there, but I do have all problems. And here is the Horde server. which is the joint to Dentarg Whisperwind. My main, Yarg. This is part of the Blood Elf armor. Apparently I forgot to put the heritage chest piece on him. This is one of my favorites. I love Tauren. Tauren are my favorite. I just love the entire Native American concept behind them. So we've got Sunwalk, and I don't know how I got a Sunwalker and was able to name him Sunwalk. I was just thinking in my head names that meant Native American stuff, and I was thinking of like walking on the sun, and that's what came up, and I didn't even realize it was Sunwalkers. Coincidence? Pretty much. Then there's Cabriana. She's a blood elf with the most ridiculous looking armor. Then there's Magua from Last of the Mohegans. He is a high mountain warrior. I feel kind of crazy that I have Magua. Like, I thought that would be a pretty popular name because I love Last of the Mohegans, the book, the movie, all of it. Then we've got Haztrak. He is a warlock. Then we've got the undead, Dead Pretty. She's my tailor too. Then we've got Minowa. She's a high mountain Tauren shaman. Psykiss, demon hunter. Kasyra is one of my favorites, as she is in Star Wars. She's my rogue. Then we've got Ikar. He is the new orc, the Magar. I've been leveling him and Jakati at the same time, kind of alternating them. It's actually his turn because Jakati's out of rest XP. Then we've got Zarek, the orc death knight. Janice, the monk. Exandria, who's actually... she's my wife's character. It's hard to explain this one, but she didn't want her, and I had the account, so I used my credits from gold and moved her over here because I wanted a blood elf female paladin, and she was already 54, so. Then we've got one of my favorite Taurens, Ewan, Druid. Zendar, the goblin. Just like the goblins. I don't know why. Emza. Volpera look pretty cool. I really like the trolls, the Zandalari trolls, and Zula is just one of my favorite characters. Then we've got Charlie. She is the hunter. Cleophasis. He's a rogue. Undead. I like undead rogues. Spirit Wing. Another druid. Troll. Then we've got Neekin, who has the best name story because I was drinking a Heineken and I was trying to name a character and I saw N-E-K-E-N at the end and I'm like, Neekin, that's his name. We don't have as many characters on this server to restore, but here's Caver because he's been on this server too. I had deleted all my guys off of, I think we were on lane, and I deleted them and moved a bunch here, but I was originally making alliance characters on here for the extra slots, but because we weren't allowed to have them all. So that's pretty much all I have in Warcraft, just these two servers. Once in a blue moon, I jump on Windrest Accord, but I keep deleting my character because I can't seem to get into role playing. I need people to play role play with. So that's pretty much my insanity in World of Warcraft right now. I do have a second account. There's maybe 2 characters on it. It's not even active, so they're all 20s. I mainly use it for name saves. I don't want to keep paying for multiple accounts. But that's my insanity with the World of Warcraft. So add that to my Star Wars video. And then sometime this week I'll show you my Red Dead characters because I have 2 profiles for that. I've got Elder Scrolls characters, which I'm adding to. I right now have, I think, 8, and I'm adding more. And my Grand Theft Auto, I only have 1 character. I don't know how I manage that, but I only have 1 character in Grand Theft Auto. So we'll work our way over there. But Final Fantasy is the one I can say that I can't do this on because Final Fantasy, I can't have more than, one character. Well, you can have more than one character, but like there's no point because you have all the classes. So you can be everything. So that's probably why I don't play it because I can't make, 50 more characters. I mean, the way I see it is they should just up the character limit. And Blizzard should up the character limit. If I want to have 200 characters, that should be my choice. I'll pay for the slots. So if you're listening, Blizzard, you should increase it. I know Syl and I talked about it on her podcast, Whispers of War, but maybe you heard us there. I don't know. I figured I'd try again. Anyway, tomorrow I'm gonna probably show you guys, like I said, one of my other games, but that's pretty much it. All right, later.